92 coins spun consecutively have come down heads 92 consecutive times. Syllogism the second. 1. Probability is a factor which operates within natural forces. 2. Probability is not operating as a factor. 3. We are now within unsub or supernatural forces. Discuss. Not too heatedly.
What's the matter?
The scientific approach to the examination of phenomena is a defense against the pure emotion of fear. Keep tight hold and continue while there's time. Now, counter to the previous syllogism, tricky one, follow me carefully, it may prove a comfort. If we postulate, and we just have, that within unsub or supernatural forces, the probability is that the law of probability will not operate as a factor, then we must accept that the probability of the first part will not operate as a factor, in which case the law of probability will operate as a factor within unsub or supernatural forces. And since it obviously hasn't been doing so, we can take it that we are not held within unsub or supernatural forces after all. In all probability, that is. Which is a great relief to me personally. Which is all very well, except that we have been spinning coins since I don't know when, and in all that time, I don't suppose either of us is more than a couple gold pieces up or down. I hope this doesn't sound surprising, because it's very unsurprisingness. It's something that I'm trying to keep hold of. The quantity of your average toss of coins depended upon a law, or rather a tendency, or let us say a probability, or at any rate a mathematically calculable chance, which ensures that he will not upset himself too much by losing, or nor upset his opponent by winning too often. This made for a kind of harmony and a kind of confidence. It related the fortuitous and the ordained into a reassuring union which we recognized as nature. The sun came up about as often as it went down, in the long run, and a coin showed heads just about as often as it showed tails. Then a messenger arrived we had been sent for. Nothing else happened.
Mr. Trask? Mr. Trask, can you hear me? Is it just Cal you won't answer? Can you answer? I think you can still understand me, though. I think behind your eyes you're just as alert as ever and can understand every word I say. Only you can't show it. Mr. Trask, it is awful not to be loved. It is the worst thing in the world. Don't ask me, even if you could, how I know that. I just know it. It makes you mean and violent and cruel. And that's the way Cal has always felt, Mr. Trask, all his life. And maybe you didn't mean it that way, but it's true. You never gave Cal your love. You never asked for his. You never asked for the one thing. Cal did something very bad, and I'm not asking you to forgive him or to bless him or anything like that, but Cal has got to forgive you for not loving him or for not having shown your love, and he has forgiven you. I know he has, but you must give him some sign, Mr. Trask, some sign that you love him, or he will never be a man. All his life, he will feel guilty and alone unless you released him. I love Cal, Mr. Trask, and I want him to be happy, strong, and whole, and only you can do that. Try. Please try. Let him help you. Ask for something. Let him do for you. Excuse me, Mr. Trask, for daring to speak to you this way. If you can hear me, but I have to.
You either got it or you don't. If you don't strain. Sure, there's things you can learn, the fine points, the stance. Heat that up for you, toast it, Honey? Scratch that. Make it hot. A truly great waitress is born. You get what I'm saying? It's a feeling. In the bones of your bones. In your cells. A reporter once asked Louis Armstrong what swing meant. Louis looked the guy dead in the eyeball and said, "If you gotta ask, you'll never know." He would have made a great waitress. My first diner, we had one. Flo Kelly. She was a goddess in suppose. Flo was all waitress. She could fill 24 shakers, one-handed, and never spill a grain of salt. She could line 8 Hungry Man specials up her arm like a charm bracelet. She served pie a la mode, so it looked like Mount Everest topping the clouds. She poured gravy like tropical rain. In Flo's maraschino nailed fingers, the short order carousel spun like the wheel of fortune, and never, not once, did a customer's coffee get cold. If Jesus himself, Amen, came in and ordered dinner, he would have tipped double. And then one blue plate special, right after the lunch rush. Flo hung up her hairnet, cashed in her checks, and went sunny side up.
Basic principles. No woman wakes up saying, "God, I hope I don't get swept off my feet today." Now, she might say,
This is a really bad time.
or
I just need some space.
my personal favorite,
I'm just really into my career right now.
"You believe that? Neither does she." You know why? Because she's lying to you, that's why. You understand me? Lying. This is not a bad time for her. She does not need her space, and she may be into her career right now, but what she really is saying is, "Ugh, get away from me now." Or, "Try harder, stupid." But which one is it? 60% of all human communication is nonverbal body language, and 30% is your tone. So that means 90% of what you're saying ain't coming out of your mouth. Of course she's gonna lie to you. She's a nice person. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings. She doesn't even know who you are. Yet. Luckily, the fact is, just like the rest of us, even a beautiful woman doesn't know what she wants until she sees it. And that's where I come in. My job is to open her eyes. Basic principles, no matter what, no matter who, no matter when, any man has the chance to sweep any woman off her feet. He just needs the right broom.